Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anna, the nutritionist, and today I'm taking you along with me for a day to see what I'm eating and how I train in the gym. For breakfast today, I had a peanut butter banana toast at a local cafe and some iced black coffee. And then for my lunch today, or a quick pre-workout meal, I am doing some chicken tenders with cabbage stir fry. Really quick to put together. I think took me a total of 10 minutes from start to finish. After slicing up everything, I'm going to marinate my chicken tenders with some salt, pepper, and also some soy sauce, and just give them a really good mix. And you can leave them there for a bit if you have time, or in this case I didn't really have the time, so I just went ahead and cooked it right away. So it's really simple, and I think this video is going to be self-explanatory. Basically, I'm going to fry up my chicken in a little bit of oil, and then I'm going to add in the cabbage, a little bit of soy sauce, and also a little water to help it cook through, and cover the lid and kind of let it do its own thing for a few minutes. And there we have it, a quick meal. Honestly, this quick stir fry would also go really well if you add in some noodles like udon noodles or soba noodles, but I basically only had carbs for breakfast, so no carbs for me for this meal. Alrighty, so now it is time to really hit it hard in the gym with a weight training session with my trainer Joe. First of all, I did a little warm-up session on the treadmill with an incline walk for around 15 minutes or so. And now on to the main workout. Most of my sessions with Joe are focused on full body, and today we did some legs, glutes, and also back. While I'm at the squat rack, I also want to put in some old footage of me doing squats when I have just met my trainer Joe 2 years ago, I think. It's crazy to see how much you can improve over time, and my form is much better. Still got room for improvement, but I'm able to go much heavier, a lot more stable. Next up, we have an exercise that I absolutely hate. It's lunges, except it is 1.5 lunges. So you go down all the way, come up halfway, go down again, and all the way up, and you lunge forward like so. Oh my gosh, guys, my arms are so jacked. I've actually never seen myself like this on camera before, so to be honest, when I looked at the footage, I'm like, wow. Wow. And this is me 20 minutes into the session. Look at all those sweat. Absolutely sweating everywhere. Everywhere. I don't know if any of you think that you only sweat when you're doing cardio, but that is so not true. If you really exert the energy and give it your all in weight training, you will be sweating, my friend. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, then you might know about my trainer Joe already. But for those of you who don't, I met Joe in February of 2018, and that was when I just started out on my weight loss journey. I've lost a couple of kgs on my own just through diet controls, and I decided that I really needed help and really needed external motivation and accountability so that I can lose the amount of weight that I was trying to lose, which was a lot of weight. So it's crazy to look back and see that I've already trained with Joe for over 2 years, and I can say it's hands down the best decision I've ever made for my own health. Joe didn't only just transform my body, but he really did change my life and also my mindset. I have so much strength and confidence in the gym now, and he made me believe that if I set myself a goal, that I'll be able to achieve it someday, somehow. I have never ever imagined that one day I would be able to do a push-up from the floor without any modifications, but here I am today, able to really do floor push-ups all the way down where my chest touches the block. A good trainer will really be able to help you break down your bigger goals into the smaller bite-sized pieces and help you focus on where you needed the most improvements. For example, for floor push-ups, Joe made me get used to this movement where I'm lowering myself down very, very slowly and holding that bottom position before I touch the floor so that I could get used to this motion and that arm position at the bottom and building my strength by practicing. Another thing that Joe really helps me with is to identify if I'm working the right muscle groups and contracting the right places, as he points, when I'm doing my exercises. For someone new to weight training, I think this is extremely important for you to have some way to make sure that you're doing things the right way. First of all, that's to not injure yourself, and second of all, you also don't want to waste time in the gym doing things in an incorrect way that will not give you any results that you want.
I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. The memory of you just come running.
An example of that is the seated row exercise, where I tend to shrug my shoulders sometimes, especially towards the end of the set when I get tired. So then instead of feeling my back, I would feel it all in my neck and shoulder area, which is already tired enough, to be honest, from a 9-to-5 desk job. So that's the last thing that I need in a gym. So Joe really helps to keep me in check and make sure that I'm using all the right muscle for each exercise. I hope that it has been fun for you to watch me train with my trainer and also see my constipated face while contracting my muscles. After my workout, I went to a juice bar to grab myself a quick acai bowl, or I should say acai cup, and it's topped with their granola and also some fresh blueberries. For dinner today, I am making myself some quick salmon soup, which I have posted the recipe before on my Instagram, so feel free to check that out and also check out my other recipes. But for this soup, you will need some salmon fillets, or in this case, I found myself trout fillets. They're cheaper and more sustainable alternatives than salmon and pretty much tastes exactly the same to me. And I've also chopped up some tomatoes here. I'm using 6 small tomatoes. The recipe on my Instagram calls for potatoes, but today I'm using tofu instead to get some extra protein in. So I cut up half the box and then realized that's not enough. Who am I kidding? And took out the rest of the box. And I just sliced them like so into big pieces and have them in the bowl ready by the side. For the fish, you want to remove the skin and also if any bones are still on it, to also make sure that you just remove them before you cook them. So I'm also cutting them into smaller pieces because that's the way I like them. You can also use the fish pieces that has bigger bones in them. So instead of salmon fillet, you can use a salmon steak, which has the bone going through the center, if you know what I'm talking about. So that's like the cross-sectional cut of the fish, or even the salmon head if you like, and that would really give you a lot of in-depth flavors in the soup. The soup is super quick to make. First, you will fry up your fish pieces until it's a little golden brown outside. It doesn't have to be cooked all the way through. And then you want to pour in some hot boiling water into the fish and kind of let that sit for a little bit, and you add in the rest of your ingredients. And the water will cool down when you add in the raw ingredients, so you can just let it come up to a boil again and give it a little mix so that everything's sitting in the broth properly. And you just let that go for another 15 to 20 minutes and your soup will be done. This is what the finished product looks like. You will see that the color is a very rich and opaque, kind of creamy orangey color, and that's when you know that the flavor is just gonna be so good. Also forgot to mention to salt and pepper your soup as you taste it towards the end, and voila, dinner is served. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and kind of eat and train with me for a day. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure to follow me on my different socials. I post most frequently on my Instagram with my latest training and also my recipes. Also to make sure to check out these videos where I talk about my weight loss journey and other nutrition tips. Bye!